Every woman deserves to be extraordinary and to live her greatest life. We came here to feel good. We came here to create an amazing life. But so many of us are not living this way, and I'm here to tell you that every woman has the ability to tap back into this power and to live more in alignment with her greatest life. So stay tuned, as today in this video we unpack, well, what does it mean to live our most extraordinary life and to be an extraordinary woman? And then secondly, how do we start to take those steps to move our life closer in alignment to our greatest life? So keep listening as we start to unpack together these awesome and exciting concepts. They're going to help you to walk away feeling inspired and ready to move closer to what you really deserve. I'm Catherine Sharp. I'm the founder of The Extraordinary Woman. I'm a life strategist and empowerment coach, and it's my mission to help women shine. So what does it mean to be an extraordinary woman? What does it mean to live our most extraordinary life? Well, it means to show up as the most radiant, the most loving, the most open version of ourselves. It means to show up as our true nature, which is love, which is openness, which is warmth. It means to show up as our highest version of ourselves. It means to wake up feeling good most days, to have a life that feels good. And I'm not talking about having moments in our life that are hard, but I'm talking about, generally speaking, our life feels good. It means to have a life that we feel inspired, we feel grateful for, to show up from that place of appreciation and awe. It means to know that we are the conscious creators of our world. And what do I mean by this is we understand that we have a responsibility for the thoughts we think and the feelings we choose, and that by shifting our inner world, we can start to shift and see change on our outer world. We start to take responsibility for our inner world. So being an extraordinary woman, we start to learn how we can shift our external reality through changing our inner world. Now, it means to live our unique purpose, to feel aligned in life with what we're here to do, and to have that level of fulfillment as we go about our day. Which may sound a little bit unattainable for so many if we feel, oh my gosh, I'm not living this way. And this is not about to judgment and saying, oh my gosh, my life's not good because I don't feel this way. But it's about having that aspiration, that vision. Doesn't mean it matters if we're there yet, but it's about holding that lightly of, hey, this is what I want my life to feel like. I'm here to show up as that best version of myself. And just by having that intention of that awareness of where I kind of want to get to, we already start to shift closer in alignment to showing up as that greatest version of ourselves. So just holding that vision of what does it mean to live our greatest life is already so powerful on our process of change and transformation. So what does it mean to be an extraordinary woman? And it's a great question to ask yourself. Just reflect on it, not necessarily needing an answer, but reflect on it. You know, what does it mean for me to live my greatest life? How would I be if I was to show up as the greatest version of myself? And just asking yourself that question is so powerful. You know, you're already putting those thoughts and ideas into your neural network, and you will get those answers. You know, when we seek, we find. And just sitting and living with that question is already such a powerful step on our journey of transformation. And you'll be amazed at what will come, just not expecting an answer instantly, but just putting that question out there. And, you know, being extraordinary is not the same for me, for Jane, as you. It's really about, well, what is the greatest life that I can lead? What is the greatest woman that I can be? Which is not necessarily achieving X business and doing this milestone. It's really, what is the most fulfilling life for me as a unique, divine woman? And, you know, we were born here to have an amazing life. And it's about, well, how can I live that most amazing life for me? And anything less than that I'm not living my full potential. But so many of us are not living the greatest life we deserve. We fall short of our most extraordinary life because we're never really taught this. We were never taught that we're here to have it all. We're never taught how to use our minds most effectively, on how we could take control of our thoughts and our feelings. So it's sort of not our fault, but it's about bringing that awareness and starting to shift that now and moving more in alignment to our greatest life. So many of us have thoughts and stories that are limiting us. We're not living our full potential. We've become a bit of a victim to the thoughts and feelings that circulate, the stories and beliefs we tell ourselves. So reclaiming the most extraordinary version of our life is about learning how to question those thoughts, how to question those stories, and starting to elevate our level of thinking and feeling, thought by thought, bit by bit. This is not an instant, drastic process. So, second point here is reclaiming extraordinary is a journey. It is not a destination. It is about moving our lives closer in alignment. It's a daily showing up of how can I live more in alignment with what I want? How can I live more in alignment? And if we don't know what that most extraordinary version of our life looks like, then we can't hold that intention. So just holding that intention, as I spoke about as the first point of what it means to be extraordinary, is such a powerful starting point. It's a journey, not a destination. And the third point is it's an inward journey. It's not shifting all my external conditions. It's about working on our inner world first. It's about learning that we are the conscious creators of our thoughts and our feelings. It's about bringing awareness, questioning those thoughts, those feelings that feel so common, that feel so a part of us, and starting to slowly elevate and question those thoughts and feelings. It's an inner journey where we work on our inner world first, and as we start to work on our inner world and show up with more love, with more openness, with more grace, with more humility, with more fun and joy, we will start to see those external conditions come more in alignment with what we really want. So an inner journey, ladies, that's the key point here, which is really freeing, right? When we stop putting the responsibility on others and saying they need to change for me to be happy. It's actually about taking responsibility for ourselves, and that kind of frees us from judging others, and also frees other people from having to behave a certain way for us to be happy. So I can be happy regardless of the conditions, which once again it is a journey, not a destination. But just knowing it's an inner journey and starting to bring more awareness to those thoughts and feelings. And this is exactly what I help women do on my Extraordinary Woman 6-week program. I help women to take responsibility, to start to work on their inner world, to learn to take control of their very own mind, of their thoughts and feelings, and start to manifest and create the greatest life they deserve. And start to create that new vision for their greatest life and learn the tools to think and feel and show up. Being extraordinary is not about what we're doing, it's about how we're being. It's about how we're showing up, and that is the key point. It's about how we're showing up moment to moment, ladies. It's not about what we're doing, it's the quality of what we're doing. It's how we're showing up day in, day out. That's really the goal, that's really the intention. It's showing up with that level of appreciation, with that awe, with that openness. And when we start to show up from this place, when we start to raise our vibration and show up as our natural self, then we will start to see our external conditions start to radically transform. So that is the goal of who we're being, not what we're doing, which is so different to what the society teaches us, which is so very much about action and goals, which is all good stuff, but it's about working here first and then starting to see that shift. Which is why so many people's New Year's resolutions of losing weight, starting exercise program just don't sustain, because they're trying to focus purely on the action without actually shifting their beliefs, their thoughts about exercise, weight, etc. So for lasting change, which is exactly what we work on in the Extraordinary Woman program, it's about working inward first on those thoughts, on those stories, on those beliefs, so we start to see our external conditions shift and we start to see ourselves live more in alignment easily and gracefully with the highest version of ourselves. So powerful, ladies. So the third point here is how do we start this process? How do we, if we know we're not living our greatest life, how do we start to live more in alignment with extraordinary? That is the question. So the third point is, how do we live more in alignment? And awareness is such a powerful step here, ladies, on our journey, because if we don't have that awareness of where we're at and where we want to be, then we kind of can't get there. Without a roadmap, we won't get there. So this is about bringing, as a starting point, more awareness to our current life, to our current state of being, and starting to see where we're at, and then recognizing lovingly, hey, I'm not where I want to be, and knowing, well, we need to take some steps to move our life closer to an alignment to that. And a great tool for this is my Extraordinary Woman Quiz, a really powerful tool, a free tool that's available to any of these You Incredible Women. That is really simple. It's 3 short, simple questions, but they're so powerful that help you to see and rate where you're at in your life and how closely are you living in alignment to your best life. What are the quality of your thoughts and your feelings? And this is not about judgment, but about recognizing, hey, as a starting point, where I'm at, so we can start to take those steps to say, hey, there's a gap and I want to move my life closer in alignment to my best life. So such a powerful tool to help you to start this process of living more in alignment with extraordinary. So the Extraordinary Woman Quiz, reach out to get your free copy today. So those are the 3 steps that we can start to put in motion to live more in alignment. So firstly, well, what does it mean to be extraordinary? Because without knowing what extraordinary is and feels like, then we can't get there. So what does it mean for us to be a unique gift to the world? What does it mean for us to live the highest version of us? What does extraordinary mean to us? Because holding that alone is a powerful intention. If we live with that and breathe with that, we'll start to see our action shift. So what does it mean to be extraordinary? And then secondly, knowing that this is an inward journey, which is us taking responsibility for our thoughts, our feelings, and becoming the conscious creator of our world. And then thirdly, starting this process by bringing awareness to our current life. And the Extraordinary Woman Quiz is a great tool to do this. If you're really ready to start to see your life shift, elevate your life, start to create that new vision of your greatest life, and learn the skills to think and feel differently so you can show up with that gratitude, with that awe, with that inspiration on a daily basis, then the Extraordinary Woman program is the right program for you. It's a 6-week program where I will help you to move your life closer to the greatest life. You'll get stacks of practical tools on how you can think and feel differently. We'll create a vision and we'll do so many practical things on your life that you're going to see drastic results. You're going to feel and show up differently. So Extraordinary Woman program, message me for more information, get in touch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, and remember, you're amazing and you deserve to have your greatest life. Until next time.